Hi, I'm Toby from Gilbert's Provisions, and I'm here to show you how to use my kimchi, and it is showtime.
Well, it's a staple food in Korean cuisine that can be found in a variety of dishes and is often even eaten with nearly every meal. We, of course, are talking about kimchi, and here giving us a lesson on this versatile vegetable dish is Toby Gilbert of Gilbert's Provisions in Berlin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. So let's just start off by talking about what is kimchi.
So kimchi is a Korean fermented food. It starts the base is cabbage. You put a paste full of ginger, garlic, there's fish sauce in there, there's chili. Mine, we add carrot and radish too. Mine's kind of my own version of it.
Okay.
We sell a lot of it at the shop. We do, other than just cabbage, we do cucumber, we've done a beet, we've done broccoli, we've done Brussels sprout, so we do a bunch of different kinds. Right now, we've got a regular and we have a beet, and during the summertime, we'll kind of branch out a little bit. So today what I want to do is kind of show how to use kimchi for kind of more of the American palate.
Okay.
A lot of people don't necessarily how to use it. You can, by all means, you can have it just as a pickle, but it's good kind of across the board for adding a bit of flavor and lightness, a little bit of acid to a lot of dishes.
Okay.
So first thing we're going to do, we'll make a very simple, it's called kimchi jjigae.
Okay.
It's kimchi stew.
Kimchi jjigae.
Kimchi jjigae. So in this pot, we just have beef stock and some shiitake mushrooms.
Okay.
To that, we're gonna add this pork. So this is just a braised pulled pork. We actually sell this at the shop on our pulled pork sandwiches.
Ooh.
This gets seared and then braised off in peach nectar.
Okay.
So it has a little bit of sweetness.
All of this goes into here?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, well, staff lunch.
Yeah. I have a big old pot of kimchi jjigae.
All right, and then tofu can go in.
Okay. And this is just regular.
This firm tofu. I actually like silken better, but you can use any tofu you like.
All of it? Or.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So it's supposed to be kind of a hearty stew.
Okay. And not a soup.
Not a soup. You can add noodles to this. You can add rice, but traditionally it's just kind of like this. And then we've cut our kimchi in different ways. This is whole kimchi. This is diced kimchi. This is kind of chopped.
Okay.
So the whole kimchi is going to go into this. A couple good spoonfuls. This is going to add a lot of flavor. So ginger flavors, garlic. It'll add acid. So kind of the same way you would add a little bit of rice wine vinegar at the end of a soup, or maybe a little lemon juice.
Yeah.
So a lot of nights, if I have nothing to eat at home, I'll make something like this really quick, really fast. You have to watch because you have to make sure you don't over salt it,
Okay.
because the salt is in the cabbage already.
Oh, okay. And I imagine there's salt in the pork too.
There's
right?
salt in the pork
Yeah.
too. So basically, it's a 3-minute soup.
Okay.
And it's full of really rich flavors.
Okay.
Wow.
That was easy.
All right.
So the next thing we're gonna do is gonna make really quick kimchi eggs. So a bunch of butter down. And with this one, we're gonna use.
So I'm gonna pass this over to Jimmy.
Okay.
So that he's gonna use the
Right.
not so
Chopped?
Yeah, so it's like halfway, so you still want some texture.
Okay, so in.
Yep, we can go
Okay.
in with it.
Going in with the not so chopped kimchi.
So this will kind of mellow out a little bit, but not too much. And I think that's good.
Good there?
Yeah. This will be a good amount of kimchi. It's also good to eat things like this earlier in the day because it kind of gets your gut biome going. And just having this kind of fiber earlier in the day is good.
Okay.
Having cabbage alone is a really, it's a good breakfast and it's a good meal in general. But you add all the probiotics and the fact that it's already broken down by a lot of these kind of smaller organisms.
Wow.
So
It smells good.
So I'm sauteing it off early. You can add it in late and you'll just have more of an intense flavor. Jimmy, if you want to add those eggs,
Oh, all yes?
all the eggs. We'd probably
Half a dozen here.
We'd probably wait until a lot of this has evaporated, but
Right. Not
for,
today.
for the magic of TV.
For the magic of TV.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
And then you're just gonna kind of cook that all together.
Yeah, kind of slow, because I like finding pieces of white, pieces of yolk.
Okay.
It's a little just like different texture. And you can make this into an omelet. You can make this into a frittata. You know, get a little heat in the morning.
Right.
The traditional American breakfast is a little heavy for my taste, personally. Eating basically cake with syrup on it.
That's true.
Kind of will slow you down.
Yeah, you're
This
right.
is a really good, you know, you got avocado on there for good fat.
Power you up for the day.
Exactly, exactly.
All right, so you need a couple of minutes for this to cook out, right?
Yep,
Okay. So probably a good time to take a break and come back and
Finish it up.
sounds
And
good.
we're going to make a little bit more. We're learning even more about kimchi after the break. Don't go anywhere. DelmarvaLife will be right back.
fermented foods taking center stage in the DelmarvaLife kitchen this afternoon. We are featuring kimchi and the man who is demonstrating why this is such an intriguing bit of cuisine. Toby Gilbert from Gilbert's Provisions. Thank you so much for stopping in with this, because I'll be honest with you, this is completely new territory for me.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So
And it's for a lot of people. So I've always said doing familiar flavors in a different way or different flavors in a familiar way.
Right.
So this would be kind of like your kind of veggie omelet.
All right, let's talk
flavor-wise.
breakfast.
So breakfast, kimchi eggs. Just gonna garnish just with some green onion.
Okay.
And simple. Again, if you want to add like some good fat to it, avocado goes really well.
Right.
And some hot sauce on top, and we're done.
So we can dive in?
Yep. So
Okay.
we just lightly season a little bit of salt, and that's it.
all right.
And by all means, you can go cheesy on it.
You just won Lisa's heart.
If you're real fancy, put some crab meat in there. But the butter kind of cuts the acid a little bit. Kind of still has that nice pickly crunch.
It does.
Yeah.
And it has a little kick to it.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
You asked me if I would trade my biscuit for it in the morning.
Yeah.
I would go for that.
You would go for that?
That is really good.
Yeah, and that'd be
really,
good
really
for you in
good.
the morning. You'd be
Yeah.
all powered up, ready to go.
There
Yeah,
we go.
Nice and light.
All right, and then you served us up the kimchi
Kimchi jjigae, or
DJ.
kimchi stew, whatever.
stew.
Again,
you-
that was just beef stock, kimchi, mushrooms, some pork, and some tofu. So we'll just hit that with some onions and some cilantro.
Ooh.
And you can add basil to this. It's kind of, it's or like
It's like pretty flexible.
it's yeah. It's kind of fun that way. It's kind of like how you're making pho, like, you know, buyer's choice.
Right.
Buyer's choice, I like that.
Okay, so we got these two, and we're still going to make the kimchi guacamole, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So the,
Oh, I
the
like that.
The soup should be real savory,
Yeah.
kind of beefy,
Okay.
and has that nice little bit of sourness.
Can you over kimchi? I mean, could you have this for breakfast, this for lunch?
I mean, you could. Rookie kimchi eaters probably should not start that way. It could cause some issues, we'll say.
We'll leave it at that,
Yeah, exactly.
but it is good.
Very good. Again, I like that. I really like this with glass noodles. All right, so something else that you can do that's really fun with kimchi is actually a kimchi guacamole. So you're kind of replacing all the flavors of salsa with the kimchi. So we've diced up the kimchi, and then we're gonna add the kimchi liquid as lime juice.
Okay.
We'll add a little bit of cilantro, and why not some onions?
Why not?
Why not?
And then we'll put some little baby tomatoes in.
Gotta have some in there.
And actually, this will be my lunch a lot of times. Sometimes you can even throw like a hard-boiled egg in there for a nice healthy lunch. I like my guacamole really chunky, especially if
Yeah.
they're
yeah,
nice
yeah.
and ripe, not overripe.
So if I wanted to start adding kimchi to my diet, I come to Gilbert's Provisions, and you already have it made, or the
Yeah, we already have it made. We have our fermented pickles, our cucumbers. We have a few fermented condiments. So by all means, you could switch this out for your pickle on a deli sandwich, on a turkey sub, whatever.
Sure.
It just has that acid and a little bit of bite flavor, kind of pickly matter. So this is, again, very simple. It has all the same flavors of guacamole, but kind of with the Korean kimchi flair.
And chunky.
And chunky. And
chunky.
the kimchi liquid will keep the avocado from browning.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's important.
So again, yeah, I'll have this. You can even like dice up some hard-boiled eggs, maybe even put in some tuna. Have that on like some rice crackers for a
Wow.
real healthy lunch.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have it with Doritos.
We're working our way into it, you know?
Yeah,
Don't want to shock the system too much.
exactly.
All right.
Liking that.
Yeah, I like. Look, it looks beautiful.
It does, it really
too.
does.
Yeah, and again, it's a really quick. It's just like adding pico de gallo to it.
Right.
And this on top of tacos is really great. This in like a lettuce wrap, maybe with some ground, kind of ground meat is really nice.
That is really good.
Really good. And different.
It's familiar, but it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, that's guacamole, but then you get hits of ginger, and you get hits of like the funky ferment, and you know, it's just something different,
That's amazing.
something fun to play with.
Amazing.
My eyes have been opened.
There you go.
Right.
My
There
palate-
you
my
go.
palate
And
has
your
been
eyes can
expanded.
be open too. Just go down to Berlin,
Yes.
Gilbert's Provisions, and you help anybody out.
Yep, starting in June, we're open 7 days a week.
Okay.
Farmers market, we have 3 different kinds of sourdough. We're trying to have like 30 loaves. We'll have breakfast burritos, 2 meat options and a vegetarian option, and you can have avocado, eggs, salsa, potatoes, all that mix. And we'll have iron skillet, cold brew, and hot coffee.
I'm sold. I'll
Good.
be there.
Good.
And if
Thank
you're
you
a
so
rookie,
much.
ask questions.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yeah.
We're here to help, and we're here to for any questions, because it can be a little scary sometimes for people that you're like, you let this sit out for 2 weeks? Yeah,
I'm going back in. You're gonna have to finish it up.
Not a problem.
All right.
Not a problem. That was really good. Toby, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful talking to you. DelmarvaLife. We'll be right back.